That well, he's going to play in the league.
Yeah, if you can master that.
Oh, Korkmaz is at it again. Remember the career-high 5 steals at Oklahoma City? He pilfered one right there.
You see where that deflection was? Look how far out he's in denial.
Just a 73% free throw shooter. That's actually well below the NBA average. Korkmaz, helped by the Dwight Howard screen, drills it. Furkan, probably the best game of the season for him. At Oklahoma City, a starter, had a season-high 20 points. We mentioned earlier otherwise he has had some good games in his 8-year career against the Sixers.
They lost in a tough manner to a last-second shot by DeMar DeRozan, so that'll leave you a little bit salty. Perhaps playing with a little bit more of a bounce to their step as Furkan's got a bounce, Mark.
Yep, indeed. Hits the 3 of the Sixers 4 up.
That Ben got trying to post up Hardaway. Kicks it out to Matisse, and everyone's ready to ball.
Sixers right now, their biggest lead at 5. Korkmaz going to work.
What is going on, Furk?
Sixers will take it 3 for 3.
A little bit deeper, drew that defender. The draw and dish, if you will.
Scott teeing up a 3. Howard giving the Sixers new life. Korkmaz again, he was fouled. It would have counted. And Furkan Korkmaz fouled in the act by a one-time Sixer Trey Burke, who has come on for the first time.
Burke asking Rick Carlisle to review that. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. See the emphasis on the landing of shooters. Need a place to land.
Time for the Geico quote of the game for Furkan. Sometimes when I get in the game, I'm trying to get into the game with offense. But Doc says every time we've got to start with the defense. When you get a steal, when you play good defense, that affects your offense too. Our Geico quote of the game for Furkan Korkmaz. I love that mindset. Doc Rivers saying to primarily an offensive player, think defense first and your offense will come.
Well, basketball is kind of like life. The thing that you think about, the thing you're obsessed about, sometimes it just basically avoids you. You're in the right position, but made a pretty extraordinary play on the 6'10" Simmons' drive.
That'll be a second personal foul.
Here's that drive, you decide.
Doncic for 3. Mavericks as a team an average 3 into the hands of Matisse Thybulle. Shot clock is unplugged. Korkmaz thinking about a 3, rolls in, and we have an offensive foul. Furkan Korkmaz, the Sixers just their 6th turnover to 9 for Dallas, and the Mavericks get it back here with 1.4 remaining in the 3rd. And a delay of game has been called against Dallas.
You see the pump fake by Furk and the drive, and the two Dwights kind of getting locked up again. You can see them right there.
Fargo Center, 37.5% in this game, which is now in the 4th quarter.
Well, he struggled from beyond the arc, 1 of 6. He's shooting 50% if you mix in those layups, but he's really been unable to get any.
By Howard, his 4th rebound. All bench players right now for Doc Rivers.
Run out. Shake strong with the ball. That's where the contact on Brunson's chin occurred.
Foul is on Brunson. The 3 is for Korkmaz, his 2nd. He's got a dozen off the bench.
Ready to shoot, wasting no time. You as a defender, you just snooze for a minute. You look bad.
Brunson now into double figures with 11. Milton will try a 3. Sixer lead at 18. Brunson missing the 3. Howard and Korkmaz combining that time. Boy, Furkan Korkmaz has just become fun to watch off the bench.
You're absolutely right
on both ends. Here's Furkan, another 3. As if on cue, buries it. 15 of the game for him. The Sixers go up 21, their largest lead. Excellent three-point shooting tonight for the Sixers.
Furkan, certainly one of those guys that once the Sixers cross half-court mark, he has license to shoot 003, maybe? But he's one of those guys. Mike Scott's another one of those guys. When you cross half-court, the Sixers think that quick three is an advantage.
Serious run here.
Sixers defense has been good, though.
Yep,
We saw the
very good.
The breakdown of quarters, and there really hasn't been too much of a let-up defensively, and love that on the road.
Shake Milton to the wood. By the time he got to the NBA, you should be able to do any one of a number of things, and one of them, if you have a mismatch, be able to post up.
Yeah. Well, it's not taught as the 76ers bench in unison. Sam Cassell, Chris Babcock, Dave Yeager, and company, all of them. I don't want to leave anybody out. Dan Burke. None of them like that call.
The NBA.
Well, I'm just going to let his face and his reaction say it all. Went in, but it didn't feel good.
Korkmaz, boy.
Wow.
How quickly he gets off that three. It's his fourth of the game in 6 tries. He's got 18 points and a sparkling 14-minute run off the bench.
That ball never came below the numbers. He caught it high, kept it high, and the release, that is not easy to do. It's one thing to catch it high around the rim, but from 24, 25 feet away, tough to do, let alone knock it down. Thought he was going to do it again.
Is Dwight Howard going to try one? Yes, he is. Missing from beyond. Howard now officially.
Perfect cigar right there. Dwight Howard, like, you know, Red Auerbach cigars at the end of the games.
Yeah. Paul, as a kid, and you would watch the game, and there'd be a haze of cigar and cigarette smoke hovering above the players.
You're so right. You're so right.
Colorado, his entrance signifying that Rick Carlisle is going to play it out. Howard, boy, he was poised for the windmill.
Numbers and shooting percentages on top of that, but that's what my thinking is.
Boy, if that had gone in.
Mark Jackson standing by for Sixers post-game live. And Mark, guys like Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons getting a bit of a breather, but it's your guy, Furkan Korkmaz, that's taken over.
Listen, my guy, the Turkish assassin, is having a heck of a game. Every time we count him out, he finds a way to step up. 18 points in 16 minutes, 4 for 7 on threes. He's on fire. It's going to get tough. When George Hill gets in his lineup, who's the odd man out? Furkan is making sure it's not me.
Yeah, it's something we talked about pregame. You wanted to see consistent numbers from him. He had a great game last time out against the Thunder, and now he's backing it up again. Is he making a case to be firmly in that playoff rotation?
He is, Amy. You can't have too many shooters. You know what's the most impressive thing? He's playing great defense.
Yes, he is. And as Doc Rivers said, it starts with a defensive effort on that end. Furkan showing that he can do it all. Mark Jackson and I will bring Sixers postgame live for you as soon as we are done in Dallas. Mark, zoom off. Bring us home.
I'll do what I can, Amy. Thank you so much. Looking forward to Sixers post-game live coming up. Brought to you as always by the great folks at Cure Auto Insurance. Amy Fidel, Mark Jackson. Don't forget Tyrone and Crystal as well after Sixers post-game live with Sixers Outsiders. Furkan Korkmaz with 18 points, including 4 threes, and a wonderful 16-minute run off the bench.
It's his first year.
Now he's on the floor for the first time, getting a 2+ minute run. Here is Korkmaz going in and laying it in. Good hustle by Furkan. He's got himself an even 20, and that matches the season high he had the other night in Oklahoma City.
Still defending on the road. Their defense, I think, has a lot to do with it, Mark. They don't splinter nearly as much when on the road and faced with adversity as in last year and last season's campaign.
Effort from Doc Rivers' team. Good amount of offense, 95. Our Chevrolet players of the game. Furkan Korkmaz leading the bench. Joel Embiid leading the starters.